Oh, shit. Hold on. Hey,
Look over here.
or do the marina. I think our new thing is we do the marina. I kind of like that.
Do the marine.
Do the marina. Marina Summers, your legacy is never forgotten. But hola, 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 y bienvenidos a The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real in the tea in reality. You can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And welcome to
Look over here.
our exclusive companion series, where we are diving into the looks from the premiere of season 2 of Drag Race Mexico.
Ooh.
I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. I drink all my energy drink in the episode recap, which you should go check out because we already dropped that. But currently, I'm just drinking some water because it is very late and I need to stay hydrated. Even though, it's late at night, I still need my hydration.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's midnight for me right now, so hi, how you
It's
doing?
close to midnight or after midnight. That's
Yeah,
the time we're doing.
it's 12:30 almost.
Her.
Anyways, hi, hello, I am Eduardo. I am the Mexican representative of this podcast. I'm here to talk shit and probably get hit. I'm also drinking water today because I'm also tired.
Her. Well, we are here. We are diving into the looks from the premiere of season 2 of Drag Race Mexico, which means we are talking about entrance looks. We are talking about the looks that they brought from home and the looks that they made in the workroom. So that is that. We've got 39 looks to dive into, so I'm going to get through the intro as quickly as I can so we can just dive into it. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe if you have not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. Make sure to check out all of our other drag coverage as well. We are covering Drag Race France and Drag Race All-Stars as well. And make sure to check the description below where you can find all of our other YouTube channels, our audio podcast links, and our Patreon for exclusive content and early access, including early access to this episode of Look Over Here, as well as all of our Look Over Here episodes from now on for all of the franchises that we are currently covering. You can also find the link in the description to go get your merch, including but not limited to Kaiba down there as well. So with that being said, we are going to dive right into our looks. And we're going to start with our entrance looks. First up into the workroom, Ava Pocket.
I am a big fan of this look. I am a big fan of this look. I love a queen that goes full rocker, full punk. And it seems like that's Ava's full drag, which I love. So I absolutely love this look. It's a lot, but I really, really like it still.
Yeah, I got a very, very clear understanding of her drag aesthetic very, very quickly from this. I think the look it is on the more simple side, I will say that, but I think it is a very, very polished and very well put together look. I love all of the stoning detailing in the tights. I think that's actually my favorite part of the look, having the flames kind of echoing the flame motifs that we have throughout the bodysuit here. I think the high mohawk fan style hair we have going on here is great. And I love the streak of white, or I think it's like blonde or like close enough to white.
Yeah.
I like that because it kind of breaks up the whole look. She has a very signature makeup, and I really, really enjoy her mug. There's something she does with her eyebrows that I'm really a big fan of. And I noted it from the promo to now. Like, she has a very graphic eye and a very big eye, and her makeup is very big and exaggerated, but still in a soft way that I really, really like here. I love walking in the megaphone too. The boots are cute. I think I maybe would have liked a heel.
Yeah, I would have.
I will excuse it because it does go with the look. I'm not mad at it overall.
Yeah.
I think this might have been one of the clearest perspectives of her aesthetic that we got right off the bat. So
it's pretty good. It's really good.
Scars.
How nice can I be? How nice will I be?
Do you want me to do my scores first so you get at least a baseline?
Yeah.
Okay, because you're still new to scoring, so I get it.
Yeah.
I need to say for this, and I am a nicer judge. I will go ahead and say that. For this entrance look, I'm going to give Ava Pocket an 80.
Okay, I will give it a 75.
Great.
Just a little bit
Perfect.
lower.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I get it. So next up, Elektra Vandergeld.
She looks so pretty. She is so she's the kind of pretty that makes you angry, the kind of pretty that makes you sick. Because how very dare you be so pretty? How dare you? How
How
dare you?
very
How very
who, who
dare you?
said you were allowed to be this pretty? She did.
Who gave you the right to be this pretty?
God.
God really has favorites. It's not fair.
I know, it's really upsetting. It's really
Yeah.
upsetting. I really enjoy this entrance from Elektra. I think it's on the more simple side, and I would
Yeah.
say that honestly with a lot of the entrances we saw here. I think they were a little bit more on the simple side. But what I really like about this is everything feels very cohesive here.
Mhm.
I love the little wrap skirt situation we have going on that then echoes this gorgeous tulle kind of cape sleeve armband
Yeah.
situation we've got going on. The stars on the boobs are really cute. The corset is cute. The stocking and the heel is very cute. We said in the episode recap that in the face and the hair specifically, and I'm seeing
It's,
it even more now that I'm looking at it again. It's giving Crystal Versace coded a little
you
bit.
see, I am not wrong.
No, and I think for me, what it is specifically, I think it's this hair mixed with the fact that Elektra does a very wide and kind of narrow eye makeup with that very severe angular brow. And I think that's
I
what it
love
is for
that.
me. I will say, I think based on the fact that she has been on TV before,
Hmm.
I think she knows that she needs to be a little bit more graphic and a little bit bigger with her makeup, which I think is why we saw that here. The one thing I will say is I noted a little bit of um, there was a bit of a difference in her highlighting in this
Hmm.
episode. I hope that she's able to tone that back a little bit because it was looking a little too stark white, and I wanted it to be a bit more neutral with the rest of her makeup because most of her makeup is very neutral
Yeah.
toned, and then her highlight, especially on the forehead and under the eye, was giving very like bright white.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say.
again, I think she's overcompensating for the fact that she's on TV with all the lights on, and I
Mhm.
hope we see that adjustment moving forward in the season.
Yeah,
But it
but
does not
even
take away from this very good look.
yeah, I was gonna say even then, her face still looks incredible. Like the amount of detailing that this not only the dress but the outfit, but like her face has is quite incredible. So I really, really appreciate every single thought that was put into this. It's really good.
Definitely. I am gonna go ahead and give Elektra for this entrance. I'm gonna give Elektra an 84.
I'm gonna be. I think I quite like this. I'm gonna give him an 87.
Work, work to that.
White USA Mama Boots.
Next up, Nina de la Fuente, who
This
I
is cute.
love. That's the exact word I would use. It's
This is
cute.
cute.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's it's not super like
I'm not blown
yeah,
away by this look,
yeah,
but I would say honestly, very similarly to Ava Pocket, I see exactly what her aesthetic is.
yeah. That also makes sense.
It's a little bit more old school. It's a little bit more honestly, her fashion and her in general just give me Thea vibes in the
Of
best
course.
way. Like she's also giving a little bit here of like Dynasty, just a tad. Like it's giving that regality that I really like.
Mhm.
I think the fabric choice here is very good. The only thing I'm not loving is this bow belt situation in the middle because we lose a little bit of her shape in this look, and she
Yeah,
does have a very good shape as we saw on the runway, and we'll talk about it later. But overall, I'm not mad at this look from Nina.
yeah. I was gonna say the exact same thing that you said. I was gonna say I wish the bow was like at the back instead of at the front, so that we
Or to the
can
side,
or to
even.
the side, so that we can really see that beautiful shape that she has.
Mhm.
Because this dress does really actually like really help out her body Like it does give this beautiful flow that she has. Sadly, the bow kind of covers that up, and so it does look like this, but then there's a block, and then it continues, which is a little bit unfortunate because this look is pretty good, and I really like the like little crown or jewel that she has here. It's pretty fun. I really like that. She's pretty. She's really pretty as well. I'm based on like the look that we saw on the promo. I was not expecting. This is gonna sound really harsh.
I
was not
don't think
expecting
I honestly.
really good like makeup and drag, and this is pretty good. This is really good.
I think we need to throw out any preconceived notions based on the promo. Honestly,
That's
like
actually
I
really
don't,
good.
I don't think that promo served anyone good except for Elektra.
And maybe Garconne.
And I would say Elektra and Garconne are the only two that really are like positively served by the promo.
Yeah.
I really, when these girls' contract is up, I'm really curious to see if anyone talks about the promo because the promo is just kind of a mess overall. But again, there's a lot of factors that go into that.
Yeah.
I like this look from Nina de la Fuente. For her entrance look, I'm going to give her a 77.
I'm gonna give her a 70.
Imagine that bow in black on the side.
I don't know if
Because then it would. Well, I think it would cut the garment really nicely. It would give her a defined waist. I think maybe not necessarily black, but I think a different color could have done. Maybe a white.
Maybe, yeah. I think a
I don't
white would
know.
have gone better because of her blonde hair. It kind of would have.
True. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But yeah.
Let's move next to I think the person we were both mostly the. It is close to midnight. Don't judge me. That's to the audience, not you, Eduardo. Maybe the person we were most surprised by in this whole episode, and that's Horacio Potasio.
Yeah. We knew for a fact that she was gonna be a slut. She is Galavaro's drag daughter, so we knew that this was coming.
Most definitely, yes.
However, I did not expect this good of like this level of like good slut. I expected it to be like cheap and not super great, but it's very clear that like Horacio really has like a visual for herself, and I really like that. Um, this is sexy. This is super sexy. I really enjoy it. Um, it really like tells you everything that you need to know. Like it tells you that she's probably a dancer, that she's a slut, that she likes to get naked, and that she's got a out of drag daughter. So like, there's all you need to know.
Yeah, everything I've seen of Horacio since the promo, I've been very, very excited by.
Mm-hmm.
And I do enjoy this look. It is simple. It is naked. It's polished.
Yeah.
And for being 20 and only having a very limited amount of time in drag, I think all of these pieces go really well together. I love the whole arm situation that we have going on. I love the horns coming out of the breasticle area. The thong is very simplistic, but done in a very tasteful way. We're showing off the body, the boot coming all the way up. It's a simple drag look. It's a beginner drag look, but I think done kind of maybe the best possible way you could do a look like this.
Truly, yeah.
I think it's really good.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised by this.
So I'm gonna give Horacio an 85.
I think I'm gonna give Horacio an 87.
Oh, poor baby Suculenta.
I like the colors.
Oh, I love this like muted lavender with this lime green. I think that's gorgeous.
Yeah, I think it was great.
In the face, in this particular look, and not her other two that we see in this episode, I gotta be honest. This particular look with what's going on in the eye and what's going on in the makeup, she's giving me Ovi.
Okay.
From Drag Race Philippines. I can't say her last name on this channel because
okay, yeah.
Ovi rhymes with front.
Ovi front, yeah.
We'll say that. Ovi front,
Ovi
yes.
front, yeah.
Ovi blunt. That's actually a little bit more fitting. It's just, I think it's the way that she's got this, like, this hand coming down on the eye and then the smile and the specific way she did her eye here.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
You're
Right. I'm like,
yeah.
it's giving a little bit of Ovi in the face.
Yeah.
Neither of her other two looks that we saw this episode give me that, but
Except
this
for the last
specific
one.
photo, yeah. I think the concept here is really fun.
Mhm.
I like the kind of like alien hands all over the body. Like, I think that's really cute. I think the actual way that the alien hand glove is really good. It looks seamless enough. Like, there's obviously a mechanism for it, but it looks seamless enough. I think the difficulty is that other than the arms, this is a piece of fabric wrapped around her body.
Yeah, and also I will say this: this is probably nothing that like probably no one caught, and if you did, you probably didn't care. I don't like that she's holding the left hand with her right arm and her right arm with her left arm. If you get what I
Oh, I
mean.
never noticed that, but I really dislike that now.
Yeah, that bothers me a lot.
Yeah.
That bothers me a lot, and
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
like
just noticed that. I think the boot is cute with an outfit like this. I just want the corset to be a bit more than a corset covered in lavender fabric that's wrinkled.
I actually don't like the boot because you can very clearly tell that it's just a boot cover that's kind of wrinkled.
Yeah.
It doesn't look great.
I can't plead this look because I've already pled one of her looks for later. We'll talk about it.
We will talk about it.
I'm gonna give her concept and face alone.
Mhm.
I'm gonna give her a 50.
Okay. Yeah, the concept and the face are good. But 32.
That's fair. That's fair.
This is not great. Speaking of not
Next,
great.
Maria Bonita, who has a reveal. The frock that she has on before the reveal, I actually really liked.
I was gonna say I would have preferred if she kept it on.
Yeah, because I don't get what's happening here.
My immediate thought was that she was trying to do what Gottmik did and be the flasher that actually has a bunch of clocks, but then I noticed that it wasn't clocks. It's just like a bunch of
No,
jewelry.
it's just a bunch of like random jewelry.
And
I'm
also,
really curious. A lot of the girls have already posted their stuff. I'm really curious to see if Maria has already posted anything about those.
I'm really confused by this look. I know.
I'm very confused.
Also,
Okay, she has, thankfully.
okay.
Um, oh, it's really cute, actually. She posted on Instagram, memories are medals, and I carry with me what has shaped me with stories of places I've stopped in. So I
Mm,
think this is like a tribute to where she's from and like collecting like trinkets on the way. I think that, you know what? I think that's cute. And I think I would have enjoyed hearing that in her confessional talking about it. And if she said something about it in her confessional, and they didn't air it, that's shady. Um, because I wouldn't have gotten the concept unless I had just read that Instagram
yeah.
uh,
Yeah,
caption. So
the concept now that you say it is cute, but I still
yeah.
don't like the look.
I also don't like that the corset and the panty are two different colors. Like,
I
it's
also
not
don't
that
like that
far off, but
she's
it's far up. Yeah.
I like that she's claiming also that this is a nude illusion.
No, baby.
It's not. It's not.
Your skin is, you have a warm tone to your skin, and this is a cool tone of beige or nude or tan or whatever color that you're trying to go with this.
No.
And that's just not gonna work. If it was a warmer tan, I could see it.
Yeah.
But you're mixing a cooler beige with a warmer skin tone, and this is not. But mug. I want to talk about her mug here because I think she has one of the most interesting faces on this cast.
And as I said, she gives me a mandatory meeting.
It's a little a mandatory meeting. I think it's a mandatory meeting in the lips and in the face shape is really what it is for me.
Mhm.
I love a big solid eye with a big angular brow. Like I think that looks good on a lot of queens, especially queens with bigger faces, and she
Yeah.
is someone that has a bigger face.
Yeah, her makeup is really good, and you can tell that she really has perfected it for her face.
Does she have my favorite mug of this season so far? Maybe.
It's possible. She
Maybe.
has a really
She's
good
got
mug.
one of them for sure. One of
She
them for
has a
sure.
really good mug, that's for sure.
Yeah. As far as the look is concerned, though, I am going to give her, because of the message, I'm going to bump her up a little bit and I'm going to give her a 55.
I will give her a 47.
Cool.
Because I did like the time.
Jenary Bloom.
I am so happy I drafted her. I am so happy I
Yeah, I
drafted her.
would be because this look is very good.
It's
Now,
so
I'm
good.
wondering, because you grew up in Mexico, I'm curious if you'll catch this reference.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately went to Cynthia from Rugrats.
Absolutely, that's exactly what I was thinking.
We're also around the same age, so I figured that we would both kind of get that reference.
Yeah.
Immediately, that hair gives me Cynthia from Rugrats. The look doesn't, though, as much. But I think this is my favorite entrance look.
I think so too.
It's
This is
definitely
so good.
top 3 for sure. There's something about it that the bow is a really nice shape. I love I love the cat suit that's happening, or it's a pantsuit more than
Yeah, it's a
anything underneath.
pantsuit.
This wide-legged
Huge
pant is
leg pant.
everything for me. I am such a huge. She looks like a doll,
Yeah.
and I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, she looks like if Cynthia had gotten a makeover and had finally gotten taken
This
care
is
of.
Cynthia this is Cynthia the doll as or this is Cynthia the doll going to the Met Gala.
Fully.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, the colors go super well. Like the
Yeah.
makeup, I really like the really dark eye.
Uh-huh.
It's really, really good. I really like that.
Yeah.
Because it also it's a lot of things, but for the really dark makeup, it really brings attention to the eye as well, I think.
Yeah.
She
has a way of drawing her lips as well, which is very small but still very rounded and a little bit overdrawn.
It's
That
kind
I'm
of like
really
a
a
heart.
fan of. It's a little bit like that. I also have to say, we've already seen a lot of versatility with her makeup on this season. I'm very happy to see that.
I'm so excited.
And we know her to be a celebrity impersonator. So that doesn't surprise me all that much. But I'm excited that we're still getting some signature Jenary makeup while also seeing a bit of a different thing. We'll talk about her makeup on the runway later, because I really enjoy that too. But overall, for this entrance look, I'm going to give her a 95.
98.
Fair, for sure. I think it's really good.
It's so good.
Really good.
So good. I love it. Another one.
And then we move to another really good entrance look from Ignus Ars.
Honestly, if you're gonna go home first,
All in your entrance, and we're all gonna remember the fact that she fell twice.
Yeah.
We're all gonna remember that.
This look is incredible.
How has no one ever done a Rorschach test as an entrance look before? I was thinking when I saw this, because I saw this entrance before I watched the episode. They posted all of them on Instagram.
Yeah.
Thank you, Drag Race Mexico Instagram, for posting them before the episode, because that way I could pull the good photos for the entrances. Thank you very much. But I was like, how has no one thought to do a Rorschach test?
I don't know. How has no one done a Rorschach makeup?
And the makeup here for it is so good.
Yeah.
The only thing that I'm gonna dock on this is the fact that the skirt and the latex bodysuit underneath is just a tad ill-fitting.
Well,
And that's really, honestly, the only critique I can give to this look, because otherwise I think it is a very, very well executed look.
yeah, I really like a lot about this look. I also really like the braids that she has.
It's
They're
so good.
really good, and they seem like very tight, like
Yeah.
braids, which are for me personally hard to do, which I
Same.
really admire. So I, as an artist, I really like the reference to Rorschach and like everything about this. She clear, as I said in the other episode, she clearly has an artistic vision, and
Yeah.
I wish we got to see more of it, because if this is the caliber of drag that she has when she is like has time to prepare and think about it, I wanted to see more. I want to see more.
Yeah. But yeah, this for me is one of the best entrances for sure. I'm gonna give Ignus a 92.
I'm gonna give Ignis a 95.
Perfect. Next up, Unique.
Unique.
This is cute.
It's giving Animal from the Muppets,
Very Animal from the Muppets.
which
Very,
I don't
very.
hate. I will say that
No.
I'm not too sure about like this pant leg, specifically the one that's on the left, I guess, when you look at it. Like it looks like there's black underneath it, and
So what it is I think it's a ripped pant leg, and then I think it's the black, because if you see the black glove that she has on, I think it's a latex bodysuit under it, or it's like a black tight or something.
I'm not sure
I was
about that.
confused. I was confused as to why only one leg was open,
Mhm.
but I also like wasn't mad at it.
I'm not
Honestly,
sure I am too big of a fan of that,
it
because I.
might be a built-in thing with the eye situation that we have going on the décolletage.
Mhm.
That it might be a situation where it has a built-in bodysuit, and so you have to wear the bodysuit with the
Ah,
actual thing. That's kind of what I'm thinking from a construction standpoint. That could be, the reason for that. And I guess
perfect.
if that's the case, cool. I think I would have liked it with just a wide-legged denim pant.
Yeah, I wish it was
Because
just.
the denim pants skirt short situation going on here, I actually really enjoy. I love a patchwork denim when it's done in this way. And I love all of the studding detailing that she has going on here too. The look cohesively makes a lot of sense to me. The wig I love here. She's got a very understated makeup.
I was gonna say I wish the makeup was bigger.
I wish the makeup was a little bit bigger. I think the makeup works for her face. I think I would have liked to see a bit more color in the eye, because we don't get a whole lot of color in the eye. The eyebrow, I wish maybe was a little bit more arched. I don't know. There's things that I would have altered, but overall, I think the look is very, very solid.
Yeah, it's still pretty good. It's not my
Yeah,
favorite, definitely, but like it's still pretty good. It's
yeah,
unfortunate that she went right after Ignis, because Ignis had such a good look that this doesn't
yeah,
really like stack up to it,
yeah.
but it's still pretty good.
I'm still gonna give Unique an 80.
I am not gonna be that nice. I'm gonna give it a 71.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Next up, we have Garcon.
I love this. I love the
It's
no
really
brow
good.
look with this as well.
We got versatility from her makeup as well, and I was really happy to see it.
Yeah,
I,
I
I, I too love a queen that can pull off a no brow look.
yeah, I was gonna say not a lot of queens can really pull off a really beautiful no brow look. I think it's kind of hard to do. I think Deja
You know
Sky
who
does it.
does? I was literally about to say Deja Sky. I think
Deja Sky does it really well.
Deja Sky is the blueprint. Let's be honest.
For no brow looks, absolutely she is.
I would just say for makeup in general. I gotta be honest.
Honestly, yeah,
She has one of my favorite mugs that has ever been on Drag Race.
yeah. Honestly, now that I think about it, yeah, she's just pretty. She's really
She,
pretty.
she's a very pretty girl.
But
Very pretty girl.
anyways, going
And
back
so
to
is Garcon.
Garcon. Garcon's also really pretty. She is giving this. She gives me Cruella Deville, and
Yes.
that's
This is
incredible.
Corella going to a business meeting.
Fully, yeah.
Yeah.
And so it really does show you who she is, like what kind of drag she does, because that was consistent with the rest of her drag looks. I
Yeah.
do hope that we get to see a little bit more color at some point, because the most color that we got to see was like very muted greens and very muted reds,
Yeah.
because she had to use those.
Yeah.
So I do hope that we get to see a little bit more color, but I still
Yeah.
like a very dark lady kind of
Yes.
drag, and I truly adore this, especially because she seems like an incredible like fan of horror,
Yeah.
and I also like really like horror, so I'm really excited to see what she brings.
I said this in the episode recap, but I think having a queen like Garcon on this cast is very necessary, and I'm very happy that she's here. I really like this entrance. I think the only thing I would have loved is I would have loved the skirt to be a little bit more exaggerated and the tails in the back to be a little bit more exaggerated. I just want it to be a little bit bigger. Maybe add a shoulder pad. Just I want it to be a bit more angular because of like the angularity of the skirt, the angularity of the makeup. Like I just would have liked a bit more. Like if you're gonna go angular, interesting angular movements, I want you to go full in. And for me, it's at like 70% when it comes to the angularity, and I want it to be a
Yeah,
little bit. It's definitely not a bad look by any means of the imagination. And the mug here is absolutely incredible. Like we've already talked about, pulling off a no bra look is a bit more difficult. I think she does it in a very good way, and I think her aesthetic kind of aids that a lot. But overall, I think this is a very solid entrance look.
I will say this:
Um,
Dovima Norvig wishes she looked like this.
who?
Exactly.
I'm gonna give Garcon a 79.
I will be a little bit nicer because I think I like it a little bit more than you. I will give it an 89.
Work. Work. Luna Lansman.
This is really cute.
In pink.
This is
Because guess
adorable.
what? She loves pink.
That's the only thing we get to know about her.
The only thing I learned about Luna Lansman in this episode is that she loves pink. Hey, I love pink on her.
I love pink, period, but I also love pink on
Yes.
her. I think it's a really like nice shade of pink.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think the shades of pink that she chose do complement each other well, because I know it's kind of difficult to kind of choose shades of pink that go along well with each other.
Pink is a very difficult color to go with different hues. Like, and
Yes,
this
yeah,
isn't a truly monochromatic look, but it's a bit more difficult for
yeah.
sure.
But I think she did pick mostly correct. I think the boots could have been a slightly different shade, but I think it's fine. It's not like a huge issue that I have with it.
Yeah.
It is just a bodysuit. It is just a bodysuit. We have to remember that. It is just a
Yes.
bodysuit. But it's a really good bodysuit.
Yeah.
It's really good. And I really like the tassels that she has, like kind of like a
The
skirt.
fringe.
The fringe, that's the word I was
The
looking for.
fringe.
The fringe that she has as a skirt, I really like that. I think that's kind of my favorite part. And I also really like the little horn. It's really cute.
The prosthetic on that horn is very impeccably done. So even when they go into the close-ups, like it's very
It's
well
good.
done. I hope we see more prosthetics from Luna because I think that would be
Uh,
very fun. We
I'm
didn't see good
traumatized
prosthetics
of
in this
prosthetics.
episode other than this one unicorn horn. But
I don't know if I want to see more
um,
prosthetics after what we see this episode.
I also realized that is the last look we're going to cover in this video, and I'm very disturbed by that, honestly.
Oh no.
What I will say, this is a bodysuit, but this is a bodysuit and an entrance look done very well.
Yeah.
It is a very cohesive story. I get exactly where she's going. I like the blends of pinks and purples that she provided on this.
Mhm.
And in that regard, I actually really like that the thigh high is a little bit more of a neon pink
Mhm.
because it kind of stands out. It makes you look at how long her legs look. The cat or the bodysuit itself is very well done. I love all of the geometric detailing that's happening and the
Mhm.
contrast between the pinks and the purples here. I want more fringe. I like the fringe. I wanted it to be a bit fuller.
Yeah, I think
Um,
so. I think that too.
yeah. And I like the ombre in the hair. It's a very subtle ombre into this like lavender at the tips. I you can tell she was the one I think the most that I was like, I know what your aesthetic is from this look alone. I don't need to hear you say anything. I understand your aesthetic.
Yeah.
And I really, really appreciate that from her. So I'm gonna give Luna an 82.
Oh, you're being really nice.
I think it's a polished and very well put together look.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I don't wanna. I think I like a few of the others more. I'll give it a 7.
Valid. Cool.
It's
Alrighty.
still good. It's still good.
Yeah. Yeah. Leexa Fox.
She looks so.
Yeah.
She's so sexy. She's so sexy. She's so sexy.
It is just strips of faux fur, but done in such a good way.
Those giant boobs are incredible.
The breastplate line here is very well hidden.
Yeah.
I was very impressed. I think it's a combination of the hair and then the straps in the bra.
Yeah. I'm very happy that we've chosen that to start hiding the breastplate again, because I could not deal when the queens would not hide it and you could see the line on their neck.
Like, girl, I need you to...
Like, I get it. You don't want to wear a choker. But, like, girl, there's other ways to get boobs.
Yeah.
There's other ways to get boobs, and you don't get a line right here. So I'm very happy that you don't get to see the breastplate. I like this look. It's pretty
not always the most feasible thing for a lot of queens. I will say that, especially in a country like Mexico. It may not be necessarily the most feasible, but I agree with you on that for sure.
Yeah. I like the look. I think it's simple, but I still like it. I mean, it is just a skirt and a bra that's covered in fur. And I'm not sure that it really tells us who Leexa is, because compared to
I think it does.
Because compared to what we see, like, I see similarities, but I feel like this is so slutty that, like, it's...
But I think that's just who she is. I think what we're gonna get from Leexa is polished looks, but everything is still gonna err on the side of slutty. And that's kind of what... And I said it in the episode recap, but I really think she is going to give me the perfect combination of pretty and stupid.
Yeah.
And again, I use stupid here in a very positive way.
Yeah.
But I think she's going to give campy, fun looks, but she is still just going to be absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. I think now that I think about it, like, remembering her last look that she has, it is very slutty still. I still like it, but it's not, like, my favorite, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think she looks good. It's polished. It's very well put together. But at the end of the day, it's a bra, an arm cuff, a mini skirt, and a leg warmer, and an orange stiletto.
I wish she did have a tail.
I wish she had a tail. I wish that the fur went all the way to cover the heel, because I don't like that little bit at the top of her foot we're seeing with that.
Yeah.
There's a couple different things that could have, like, I don't know how much more elevated you could bring this concept to be, I'm going to be honest. I also thought the hair was a little flat.
That's fair.
I really like her, and the look is well put together. I'm a little, like, I'm thankful that we saw more from her in this episode.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, I'm going to give Leexa for this entrance a 78.
I'm going to give it a 71.
Okay. And last into the workroom, Eva Blunt, my stoner queen.
I love her. It's
so good.
I love the reference to the Bible and to Adam and Eve. It's very...
The fact that I'm just now noticing the Apple ankle cuff.
Oh my god.
I'm just now noticing that.
That's wild.
Do I like this more than Jenary? My top 3 entrances for sure are Eva, Jenary, and Ignus. By far. Like, that is that is the top three for me.
Yeah.
But
I think I like Jenary's a little bit more, just the
I think I do too.
slightest bit.
And then there was the reveal in
Yeah,
this.
the reveal was
The
also really
reveal
good.
was so good. The skirt is very cute. I love this color of teal on her.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
I love teal and orange together, so I love the snake detail.
From
The
American
hair,
color.
this bone straight auburn wig is so good for me.
Oh my god. I also love the like very beautiful brow that's just thin.
Can we talk about her makeup, please? Because this woman, it is a simple nude lip, a simple eyeliner, this big block of white under the brow, and then this subtle but very, very lovely brow that matches the hair. Everything goes together. The face is so neutral, but still so striking.
Yeah. I also love that
She's
she's not
she's
afraid to
another one.
put color into her brows because I know that a lot of queens are like, oh, I'm only gonna use brown. I'm only gonna use black.
The
I like
fact that
that
it is
she
more of an
matches it.
orange brown kind of brow, I really appreciate.
Mhm.
I'm interested to see what variation on this mug we're going to get from her because I think she's someone else that we might get a little bit of a different makeup from.
I think so too.
I really like this though.
I
And
also
then I cannot get over her shape. I love a girl that is not afraid of a hip pad.
thank God.
I love a girl that embraces a hip pad.
I love a girl with a fat juicy ass. What can I
I
say?
same. I'm like I love the girls that can not wear body and still look wonderful. And I love that for you. I love that journey for you.
Mhm.
I'm not that person. And I do love when a girl just has good body and she knows her proportions. She has come into this competition as the consummate professional and it shows.
Absolutely. Also, I do love the
I
apple.
oh, it's so good. I honestly I don't think I can decide between Janeri and Eva, so I'm gonna give Eva the same score I gave Janeri, which is a 95.
I will. I think I like Daenerys just the slightest bit more, so I'm gonna give it a point less than Daenerys. So I'm gonna give it a 97.
Fair, fair, for sure. So let's talk about our judging panel here. Lucia Mendez as our guest judge. It's a cute pantsuit.
It's nothing too special. It's more like it's a more feminine, masculine kind of thing. Like for a more
Yeah,
person that presents more masculinely, this
yeah,
is definitely like more of a feminine risk to take.
yeah.
But it's not super like out there. It's cute.
Yeah. I like what Oscar's wearing too. It's giving very Gustav.
Yeah,
Like that's the energy I'm getting. Is it's giving kind of Gustav with the hat. That's kind of
yeah.
the energy I'm
Yeah, I see what
getting. I think it
I
looks
see what you
cute.
mean.
We got to talk about our first instance of the season, and this is the first game we're gonna play.
Mhm.
Taiga or Lolita? Who wins the runway battle for you this episode? Because I think both of these are great, but
Mhm.
I have a clear winner.
For me, I also have a clear winner because one of these has a very clear reference to Mexican things, and the other one is just a pre-drag look. So for me, Lolita is absolutely the winner here.
I would also give it to. I didn't know the reference, but I would also give it to Lolita.
Yeah, it's the Talavera plates in Puebla.
Oh, duh! Of course.
In Puebla, they have these plates that they are white and blue, and they're beautifully painted, and that's the
Yes,
reference that she said.
I've seen them
Of course,
all over here. Yeah, no, duh,
they.
obviously.
I think they have a reference. They did a runway look in, no, in La Más
La
Draga.
It was La Más Azul Pestre.
Yeah,
Yeah, duh. Of course, yes.
yeah, it was a.
No, I love it. I loved it because I just think the proportions on Lolita here are so good. I want to talk about Tyga because Tyga's look is equally, not equally, but very, very
It's
incredible.
still
Also,
really good. It's
it's
really
it is a great first hosting look for Tyga Brava.
absolutely. She looks
100%.
great.
I love the volume that she's able to get from this boa that is also kind of part of the skirt. That's also kind of this own like separate entity.
She looks like a mermaid.
She does. It's so good. But
She's so good.
Lolita for me, it's so polished. The proportions of it are so good for her body. Ugh,
Yeah, that really sharp hip. I
it's
really like
everything.
it.
Oh
And
my
also
god,
the hair, the little specks that she had, like
it's
if she was wearing a
so
crown.
good.
Oh
It's
my
so good.
god.
It's so good. Ugh.
Beautiful.
Well, we still have 26 more looks to talk about. So I think we might go a little bit more quickly through both of the looks that we have for the queens. Mis Raices y Joteame El Look are our runway categories for this week. As we did in the episode recap, we're going to talk about the looks together for each queen. So we're going to run queen by queen because honestly, that makes it a little bit easier to make timestamps for you all.
You're welcome.
That's honest to God why I chose to do it for this. So that's that. And yeah. So first up in her Mis Raices look is Garconne.
I really like this look. She is giving ghost. She is giving leyenda. I understood what she was going for. I like it. It fits really her aesthetic. I can really tell what aesthetic she has by this look. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this. I'm a big fan of this. I do wish maybe that the tool was a bit darker because I don't like seeing like the weird panty, the weird cut of it. Well, it's not
I
weird, but
think
like
that's all intentional.
sure, but like does it maybe the shadow is what's doing this wrong, but it kind of looks like it has its camel toe.
It's the shadow. I
Okay,
can tell you exactly
okay,
because
okay.
the fabric is a little bit folded at that part. I remember this walking the runway, and I saw it as a very seamless kind of thing. So I think it's just the shadow of this specific
Yeah,
look.
I
I had
much
to pull
prefer
these
it
looks
when it's
myself.
walking.
Agreed.
Moving.
I had to pull these looks also, y'all. So don't judge me for the runway photos. I had to pull these because we're literally talking about this hours after. So
But I still like it. It's really good.
yeah, I think it's a very good ensemble. I really, really enjoy it. I'm not going to know a lot of the specific references to the places that they're referring to. So for me, I'm going to judge this more off of the look itself as opposed to what the reference could have been. And for me, I really, really love how voluminous all of this tulle is on this look. I love the headpiece coming down into the gown, down into the skirt portion. I like that it's sheer in the middle. I actually really enjoy that. Um, I would have loved a little bit less of the tulle around the neck area because you do kind of lose her neck and a little bit of her face at certain angles.
But yeah, it's
But yeah, it's a little like drooping. It's a little like situation. I kind of wish just eliminate all of the tulle like around the neck and then just have the tulle, the like ruched tulle going down the side. I think it would have given a bit more asymmetry to the look, and I think it would have made it a little bit more striking. But
it's still really good.
overall, I think it's I understood the concept of this and I thought it was good.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna give for this look, I'm gonna give Garcon an 87.
I was gonna say 87.
How
Perfect.
adorable. We love to see it.
Oh my god.
And then we have Garcon in her design challenge look.
Yeah, I enjoyed this quite a bit. I really like the the bright red hair and the bright red accents that she has.
Okay.
You don't like the hair.
I hate the hair.
I like it. I like. Well, I don't like. I do understand maybe your issue with it, which it looks kind of bulbous.
Oh, my what, because I do like the color as well, and I think the color works very well with the ensemble.
Mhm.
I hate that it is so far back on her head.
Okay, that makes sense.
It is literally like
Yes.
it's
Yeah,
too voluminous of a ponytail. I just needed it honestly to be shifted forward like an inch.
that's fair.
That's
I see
really
that.
all I would have needed because then it wouldn't. It looks like it's gonna fall off her head at any given time.
Okay, that's fair. I still quite enjoy it. I like this silhouette that she has also quite a bit. I love like adding more to your hips with this like fabric that you have. I also really like the fabric that she used. I don't know what I would call it, but like I really like it.
It's almost like a camouflage, but it wasn't a
It's not
camouflage.
really a camouflage. That's the thing.
No, yeah,
But I really like it. There's a lot that I like about it.
yeah. I think it's a very cohesive look. I think it's one of the strongest designed looks of the night. To your point exactly, I think adding this kind of beige fabric on the side almost to to mimic the effect that like a peignet would have, I think is really nice. But I love the way that it's folded and draped, and it's like I don't know necessarily what it's giving, but I do really like that it's there. Because if I take that away, then it's just a top, a corset, and like a skirt.
Mhm.
So I like that that adds a little bit more drama to it. I think the accessorization of this look is also very well done. I love the glove. I love the thigh high. Like she looks very long and lean in this look, and I really like it. The only part I really just cannot stand is the placement of the hair. Just I hate I hate how far back this wig is on her head.
I
And
think
that's
it's.
really honestly, I think actually, I don't even think it's a full wig. I think it's just a ponytail clip in.
I wouldn't be surprised if it
Because
wasn't.
she's got that hair too. And the hairline
I
looks real. So
yeah.
I feel like it's just her hair snatched back with a ponytail insert. And in that case, make the bun a little bit closer to the top of your head and have it almost like the proportions of like a Sasha Colby ponytail.
Yeah,
Like
that
that, and like Sasha Colby high ponytail
agree.
coming down for this in this red would have been so good.
Yeah,
That's really the only thing that's taking away from the look for me.
that's fair.
I am going to give her, you know what? I'm going to give her another 87.
I think I like the look a bit more than you do. I'm gonna give it a 90.
Cool. Perfect. Next up, Horacio Potasio. This
I
is
was
her Mis
shocked.
Raices. I was gagged
I was
when
shocked.
she walked out.
Yeah, this is this is really good.
It's
Like
so good.
I do like everything just being white, but also like I love just using coral, like just the shape, the like how organic it looks. I really like that. It's really pretty, and she's still basically naked, so it's still giving Horacio. So like, I really like that. I like the hair as well. It's very nice. Um, I don't have a lot to say about it though, but I like it.
I think it's solid. I love the shapes that she was able to make with all of this. It's a very well put together look. The only real issues I have are with the cuffs on the legs.
You said that.
Like it just I would have loved if the coral on the legs had like wrapped around all the way so you hide that band. And then I don't love that it's only visually striking from the front, and from the back it's just leg cuffs and a white corset. Like I wish the look, it is a three-dimensional look. I wish it was a more 360 look.
Yeah.
But I'm not mad at this at all.
Yeah, I'm
I
quite
think her
happy.
makeup and her hair here also are really well done. I think overall, whoever created this for her, I think it is very, very well done. I'm gonna give her an 81.
I'm gonna give her an 86.
And I don't know that our scores are going to be as high for this design challenge look.
this was one of my least favorite looks. Yeah, this is not great. This is not great. I see what she was going for, right? Like ripped up, like Red Riding Hood. I see what you're going
Concept
for.
is there.
Concept is there. Look, not really there. I think like the sleeves don't look great, and like she looks like she just wrapped several pieces of fabric that she failed to cut correctly around her body.
I think she did.
That's probably what it was. And I, I, it looks like she just put on like one of those harnesses and just wrapped also fabric around them.
I think that's what she did.
That doesn't surprise me. So yeah, it's not great. It's not great.
No.
I also don't really like the hair.
This is where I remembered that she's 20. This is where I remembered that she's 20 and hasn't been doing drag for that long. I'm worried for any future design challenges that this season is going to throw, because we know, at least from last season, the Drag Race Mexico gave us what, 2 design challenges?
Yeah, we
I
had
think
the quinceañera one and the denim one, right?
the denim one, which someone reminded me of one of those looks, and we'll talk about it later. Yeah, it's you know what? It is an ensemble. I understand. It is one of the looks of all time. I have to say that. I understand the perspective that she was going for here. Slutty, ripped up, Little Red Riding Hood. I get that. I think what really saves this look, honestly, is the accessorization. I don't mind the wig personally. I think the makeup is well done. She acted out the character in a way that you didn't really care about the look all that much. I think the black thigh high here is a good addition. I'm not fundamentally mad at this. I wouldn't have had her in the bottom. Like, it's fine.
I think her first look really saved her, for me, at least for me.
And that's kind of the case with a lot of the queens that we saw, was one of their looks was really good. The other look had varying degrees of success.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, for this look for Horacio Potasio, I'm going to give her a 69.
I'm gonna be quite harsher, and I'm gonna give it like a 35.
Ooh, all right.
I am not a fan of this.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair. I get it. Next up, Mis Raices from Ava Pocket.
What is this troll ass wig? What is this troll ass wig? Why
I needed her in any other wig.
Literally. Also, why isn't your face green? If your entire body is green, why are you painting your face green?
I think it's because she had 2 runway looks to do, and she didn't want a green face for her second look.
I guess, but I don't know. She looks gray. She looks gray on her nose and on her lips, and that gives me more dead person than. And also, it looks like she just took it out of the package, and it's still wrinkled, and it's still like folded in parts. And it doesn't look great.
The bodysuit or the corset?
The kind of corset that she has, like with the little.
I think that effect is supposed to be intentional. That's what I read into it. I don't think this is a horrible look. I don't. I think there's a concept here. I hate the wig.
Mm-hmm.
I think the makeup is cool, but I agree with you. I would have liked to see the skin be the same color. I think the corset But I get the perspective she's going for. I just don't love the overall
Like,
execution.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like
Uh,
I will say though, like the judges critiqued her on like this not making sense with where she comes from. It does. It is really well known, like where she comes
she
from. It is
explained it, and I understood it.
yeah, it's like really well known for like being like, oh, this is where the aliens are like come from or whatever. Like
Yeah.
for me, it made sense. I don't understand the critique of like it doesn't make sense. For me, it does.
Yeah. For this look, I'm gonna give Ava a 69.
I will give it 54.
Cool. And this is Ava in her design challenge look.
I don't hate this. This
I
is not
really
bad.
because I really like this actually.
This is not bad at all. This is
No.
pretty good. Like, yeah, the hair is not great. It's pretty
Yeah.
flat, but like the rest of it is still fine. Like, I don't. The
It's
fact
a
that she was in the
well
bottom just because of the
constructed.
hair.
I'm so annoyed by this. And I feel like if they keep doing this to Ava Pocket, I'm going to be really annoyed throughout the season. I think this is one of the chicest design challenge looks they had on this season.
It's
Like, honest to God, I think this is top 5 of the design looks for me.
I wouldn't go
I
that far.
I really, really like it. There's something about I agree with at least the styling of the wig. I don't mind the color because it does kind of
Yeah,
go
the
with the
color's
overall
fine.
color palette. I honestly would have chopped it and slicked it back, and I think that would have been a bit more successful of a hairstyle for it. But I actually think the bra that's made with the sleeve, with the faux fur, and then you've got kind of like all of the different patterning coming down. I really like the way that this is patchworked together. You have the little bit of the cutout on the leg. I think it's a really well put together look.
Yeah, I think it's a safe look, that's for sure, for me. I think she, like, did a good job. I don't understand why she was in the bottom for this. Like, this look is fine.
I don't
Like,
know.
we had Suculenta in the bottom, and this was deemed worse than
We'll
Suculenta.
we'll talk about it. I'm so
This was
mad.
deemed worse than Suculenta.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna give this look an 80. There is something about this. I know you're not gonna score it that high, but there is something about this that I really think is just well put together. There is a perspective here, and I really like what Ava did.
I like the perspective. I know where she's going for it. I think it's executed fine. I wouldn't put it in my top 5 personally, so I will give it like a 72.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Ignus.
You see, as an artist,
Mhm.
I really appreciate like the reveal to like what the art style of the Catrina. I like this reference that she's trying to make. I don't think it's well done, however. Um, I think the bodies, like the white bodysuit, is really loose. Like I wish it was tighter to the skin so that it didn't like wrinkle weirdly because then the bones kind of just like move awkwardly and differently, and that doesn't look great. Um, and I feel like the reveal kind of like it's just a red thing on top of it. Like I don't. It's fine, I guess. It's not great.
I wish she would have kept the coat on. I wish she would have kept the coat on.
I feel like
I
they're
just
two different looks.
I know, and I got the reference when she was explaining it. I just unfortunately I think we've seen Katrina done much better. Even on Drag Race Mexico, I think it's been done much better. And the bodysuit is so ill-fitting.
Yeah, like you can see her skin underneath right here, like on the
Yeah.
wrist. It's not great.
No.
Oops.
Oh. I'm gonna plead. I'm so sorry, Ignis.
Oh, I'm not gonna plead because I know there's something worse coming.
I'm pleading multiple times in this episode. I'm sorry, Ignis. I can't.
I don't wanna be mean.
We already gave her flowers this episode.
20.
That's fair. And her design challenge look, it's still giving me Olympia Avalanche's Mexican sister, who is also dangerously obsessed with being a lamp.
As I said, I like it from the neck up, from the neck down. It's not my favorite.
It's not horrible, though.
Yeah.
I have to be honest. It's not horrible. I just don't know what the perspective was.
Yeah, I don't know what she was really going for.
Now, here's what I would have done. And I don't know how much of this green fabric she had going on, but I would have taken the green fabric and I would have done kind of like layered ruffles, done like 3 layers, turn that into a top, and then see if I can find something with the same gold fringe that the lampshade has and kind of echo that, and then maybe do the skirt with the pink, whatever.
Mhm.
I think if there was more gold accenting, and I think if the top was constructed a little bit more cleanly, I think it's actually like an interesting concept to go on. Because we've seen kind of lampshade looks go really well on Drag Race. I think immediately to Sminty drop. And like even a little bit of like Willow Pill and the mushroom look. Like we've seen these kinds of we've seen these kinds of perspectives done very, very well. I just think there needed to be a bit of clarity of concept. But it's not the worst thing on this runway.
No, that definitely not. Definitely not.
No.
It's better than her first look, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure. I will not be pleading this. I'm going to give Ignus for this look a 60.
I will give it a 64.
Next up, Luna Lansman.
I love this reference. This reference. So she has basically all of the symbols of all of the stops that the metro does here in Mexico.
I love that.
Because every single one has like a little symbol, and I can even see one that like I take when I
work. I love that.
Yeah, like I go to Tacubaya and Tacubaya is right there. Oh my god, that's great.
Yes.
And like, also what I love is that the reveal, like most of the time when you leave the metro, especially when you're going to downtown, you will see these people that are holding this instrument that they just crank, and they have a little monkey, and they will just be there asking for money and just doing the little thing. And it was so cute. I thought like it was kind of brilliant for me. I really, really enjoyed the reference. The look itself is not incredible, but the reference itself I really, really, really enjoyed. So that did a lot of the heavy lifting for me.
Yeah, I really like this ensemble. When she was explaining it on the runway, I think the concept is so cute. I got it without fully understanding the reference, and I think that's really, really important. Because a lot of girls got called out for like the reference not necessarily making sense. Some of them, maybe shouldn't have gotten that critique, but that's beyond the point. I think this is a very, very successful and well done look. My only big gripe with it is that I wish the coat with all the symbols on it, I wish that closed more because we saw this kind of the like tan paneling of this reveal skirt underneath. I didn't want to see that. We saw that immediately as soon as she started walking down the runway. And I just wish we hadn't seen that fully.
That's fair. Yeah.
But beyond that, I think the reveal was done very cleanly. It's a great reference. It's very clearly Ciudad de Mexico. I think it's overall a really great ensemble. Because of the coat not closing all the way, I'm gonna give her an 88 for this.
I'm a little biased because of how much I like the reference, so I'm gonna give it like a 90.
Cool. And then the look that she made, I know we have very different opinions about this vest.
I just feel like I like the vest, but I feel like the vest doesn't feel like it goes well. Like this brown, I feel like doesn't really mix well with this shade of like tannish pink that like she has, and I feel like the flowiness of the dress kind of indicates like this kind of beautiful dress, and then this kind of doesn't really match that vibe. At least for me, I feel like also like the ruffling of it is odd for me. It's but I'm still gonna say it's not a bad look. I still think it's well executed. It's well done. I like the way that the pink fabric kind of flows down her body. I think it's well done. It's just I think it feels like two different pieces.
That's completely fair. I actually kind of like this. It's mixing a bit of like hard and soft, which I think I'm enjoying. This for me fits the promo theme more than anything else. I gotta be honest. Like I could see something like this as her promo, and I would have absolutely understood it for that time period. I don't think it's a bad look. I think there's the potential for the justification of Luna maybe being in the top.
I could see it.
I probably will talk about Jenary here shortly. I probably ultimately would have had Jenary in the top. I'm curious what my scores will actually say, but I think this is a very well put together ensemble. I like the hair. The makeup is good. I like the gloves with this. I like I said, I think the mix of this like hard and very structured vest with this like flowy, very ruffled skirt, I'm really enjoying. That might just come down to personal taste, honestly, where it's not something that you particularly love, but it's something that I enjoy seeing. So I honestly think that has something to do with that, and I think that's totally fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Luna a 77 for this look.
I'm gonna give her 55.
Fair. Another queen, I think that definitely there could have been the justification to be in the top, and that is Nina de la Fuente. Now, please help us understand this reference for the people that don't know.
Okay, so there are actually two references in this. The first reference is the actual fabric that the dress is made out of. This is like a very iconic mantel that a lot of like grandmas use, that a lot of people that like sell quesadillas also use when they're serving your food. So I really like that she's using that pattern and that fabric for her dress. And also, there is a big controversy on whether quesadillas need to have queso. So in Mexico City, it is believed that that is not a necessity. In Mexico City, they believe that a quesadilla can have queso or can not have cheese. So like it could be either or, it can be your choice, but it's always a quesadilla. Outside of Mexico City, there's a little bit of more like disagreement because you can either, if it doesn't have cheese, people call it adoblada.
Yes.
So there's that entire argument, which I love that she made this reference. I think it's really funny because it's like this nothing reference, but it's really funny to me. And
Like to people that don't understand it, like it's very much so like kind of a throwaway, but for the people that do get it, because I also got it, because I had heard a little bit about that reference before I saw her wearing it. So to see it, I was like, that's really cute. For me, I'm gonna make my stance very definitively known here. Despite it not being great for my stomach, I am personally con queso.
Yeah, I have to say, quesadilla has literally queso in the name, so it has to have cheese.
Yeah, but I think the look is so cute.
It's so cute. As I
It's
said, I
so
really like the fact
yeah.
that she used this pattern. It's so iconic to me.
It's so good. The only thing that I don't love
Mhm.
is the red shoe.
I think it kind of brings in the red hair.
I just wish it was pink or blue. I gotta be honest. Like
That's
that's
fair.
really the red is fine for me. It's not gonna detract from the score or anything, but I think it's such a well done reference. I was very impressed seeing Nina in this. I'm gonna give her a 90
I'm gonna give her a 95. I
per
quite enjoy this.
per. And then we go to the look that she made. I don't think it's bad.
No.
In the episode recap, I said almost there because I do think it is almost there.
Mhm.
In that, I really like the fabric choices that she made here. I just wish we had something that fully covered this white panty.
Yeah, I feel
That's
like
all I really would have needed.
I truly feel like she put all of the fabric around her body and like around her breasts and her
Yeah,
waist, and she didn't really have enough fabric to cover her legs or like her crotch area,
yeah,
which is kind of unfortunate because if she had something kind of covering that, I feel like it would have looked a lot better.
yeah.
I still think she kind of gives me Virgen de Guadalupe vibes. She gives me kind of
Uh-huh.
like a saintly vibes, which I really enjoy. But I do think it's a little wrinkly. But other than that, it's fine.
Honestly, all I would have needed is take like 2 inches off of this blue sleeve on each side, turn that into a couple more of these sashes that she has going down the front, and just have it be um like coming out from the center, almost like a sunburst kind of situation. Because I
Yeah,
think that would have just honestly, with how short those strips would have needed to be, I think it covers the white panty perfectly fine. And I
yeah. I
think
think
it honestly creates a cohesive look. But I think
she's almost there. Yeah,
it's simple. It is well put together. I think it's accessorized in a really nice way. I really like the necklace she has going on here. She really is a fan of that ankle strap.
she
And you know what? Good
it's a
on you,
lot.
girl. I think it's a concept I understand.
Mhm.
I think it's overall pretty well executed. So I'm gonna give Nina a 70.
I'm gonna give it a 76.
Okay. Jenary Bloom.
I love the reference to the agave.
Yeah.
I love this color. I love this color. Um, she, as I said, she kind of gives me Statue of Liberty vibes.
Yeah.
Um, but this dress is really, really, really beautiful. I like this like pleated thing, like hip that she has.
Yeah.
It looks really good. I really like almost everything about this. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
So the spikes coming out of her back are supposed to reference the
Like,
agave plant, right?
yeah, I'm pretty sure
Okay,
that's what
that's what I
she.
thought. That's what I thought. I think this is so smart.
Mhm.
I'm really, really, really turning into a Jenary Bloom fan very quickly.
Yeah, I am very
Um,
happy.
this accordion style front to this just adds so much drama and intrigue. I love that it's then cut off so we get the exposed leg, but then the rest of the skirt wraps around it. The bare shoulder, I think, is really great here. this wig, this headpiece, and this face. There is something there's a reference that it gives me, and I can't quite. It gives kind of like, and I'm going to say this with the most positive intention in the world. It gives a little bit of like Cabbage Patch Doll in the face.
I see what you're saying.
Like the face is so soft and round and sculpted in that beautifully round way. And then the wig is so beautifully rounded that it kind of echoes the shape of the face. The crown kind of adds to that in a really nice way.
Yeah. The hair kind of gets me Dakota Schiffer.
It's so Dakota. She is so Dakota Schiffer coded.
Yeah.
No, you're so right. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. I really like it. I really, really like it. Is this my favorite look of the night?
It might be.
I think it might be my favorite look of the night.
Well, we'll get to it like that.
Oh, Elektra though. Yeah.
We'll get to it.
I'm gonna for this look. I'm gonna give Jenary a 96.
I think I'll also give her a 96.
I'm so sorry. 96.
96. Club
96, of course.
Club 96, of course.
Now in this scenario, who's Valentina? You're Valentina.
Of course.
I'll do Naomi Smalls. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. Because also Naomi Smalls did better in the challenge.
Naomi Smalls did better on both of her seasons also, so.
But who's hosted one season of a show?
Well. I want to talk about this design look. This bitch is so smart.
I love this. I love that she went full pageant girl. I love this. Is incredible. I also really like the hair, the way that it parts. It's really pretty. Oh, she's so pretty. I love her. I don't know if I want to be her. I think I want to be her.
This is Miss Mexico 2007. Honestly, for me in this, she's giving Christian Peralta.
I could see that. However, I was thinking more of
more along the lines of like the Miss Mexicos.
No, like this. She gives me like the host of La Más Draga.
Which one, Raquel? Or no,
the blonde one, Lorena.
Lorena. She does give Lorena.
Right.
Yeah, it's the wig.
It's the wig.
It's the wig. It's so Lorena. Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there. Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, this ensemble I think is really well done. I even really like the kind of tattered pre-reveal dress. Like, I don't think it's that bad, but I love that we have the reveal, and I love that the lavender in the original is then echoed in the bottom of the skirt. It's so simple, but it's like simple in the way that we loved Plastique Tiara's All-Stars design challenge look. Not obviously as extravagant as that one by any means of the imagination, but I think what Jenary did here is very, very smart. I'm gonna give her a 90.
I will give her a 92. I love her.
Per. Oh, trucking along. Next up, Maria Bonita. Now, okay. Please help me understand this reference because I'll be honest, I didn't get the reference.
Okay, so from what I understand, I could also be wrong because I also am not 100% sure if I get the reference. I think Lady Kettle made a reference to it on the first season, where there is this group of people that like have a third gender, where like people people that present more masculinely or like are born as males kind
Oh,
of
yes. I'm familiar with the concept.
yeah
Yes.
tend to I forget the word that I'm looking for.
I
And
do too.
I feel really upset about it because I even got a class on it. But there was these like men that get to act more femininely.
Mouche. The
Mouche,
Mouche.
the
Yeah.
mouches, yeah, the mouches that get to act like dress more femininely or like are
Yeah.
even like they're not men, they're not women. There's something in between.
They're a completely separate third
Yeah, it's
gender, yeah.
completely separate, and I think she's making a reference to that at
Okay.
first. I think because
Okay.
she mentioned something about men wearing dresses, like wedding dresses.
Yeah, I saw that in the subtitle, and so I figured it was something along those lines. Because I'm familiar with the concept and the idea of the mouche. Um, I have to say I don't know that I particularly enjoy this execution from
Especially
Maria.
because we saw Lady Gaga do it last season, and she
Yeah,
did it so much better.
yeah. I think for me, like I think the wedding dress itself is actually cute. I think that's really well done.
Mhm.
This dress that she reveals to, I'm not 100% sure about all of the ruching that's going on. The color is weird. It's probably very referential, and I respect that reference. I don't think it translated as well as she would have wanted to for the main stage of Drag Race.
Yeah, I have to agree. I don't think it really hit the nail on the head the way that she wanted to. I feel like there's work to be done to so that everyone can get the reference. Because like people like Luna was able to take a concept, unlike Nina that was able to take like a reference
Yes.
that like Mexicans understand and make people like you that maybe
Yeah.
don't understand the reference,
Yeah.
which is maybe a problem here, which she wasn't really able to do that. So
Yeah.
I like the idea of it, but it wasn't executed that well.
I love the makeup and the one whiteout
Mhm.
contact, though. I thought that was I didn't get specifically why that was happening, but I did really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I thought it added a bit of mystery to the look overall. I don't think this is poorly executed, so I'm gonna give Maria a 70 for this.
Yeah, it's not bad. 73.
Okay. And then her design challenge look, I think, is really cute.
This is adorable, and they were right. It does give Eva Blunt tease, especially with the
Ve-
hair.
It's very much so in the hair is really what does it.
Yeah, truly. It's really cute. It's really cute. Um, I I I think this like if you're gonna wear a bow, I do think wearing it as a bra is one of the better options to do. Um, I did think it was funny that she, instead of actually using the bag as a bag, she used it as a hat and then decided to use the basket as a fucking.
I loved it.
That was so
I
funny to me.
loved it.
It was great.
It's that little bit of ingenuity and camp that I'm really enjoying from Maria so far. It's along the lines of like how her promo look was just a bow.
Mhm.
Like I love the camp of that. Like it's just a bow.
It's just a giant
It's
bow.
it's just a bow. I really like it. I think the ensemble is really well put together. It's
Yeah.
clean, it's concise, it's executed in a really nice way. It's it's one of the better made looks on this
Yeah.
occasion. I think it's very flattering for her shape. I love the way that it corsets in the middle, so that way like it does give her shape. Honestly, I'm gonna give her an 85.
Yeah, that seems about right. I'll give her, I think, yeah, an 85 as well.
Great. Per.
Per.
Next up, Leexa Fox. Now, she was
Um,
saying that this reference was a bit more Chinese in nature because of the influence of Chinese immigrants into Mexicali.
yeah, I have never gone to Mexicali, so
I've
cannot
driven through it.
I cannot tell you if that is a correct thing. Um, I like where she's going with this.
Mhm.
However, I think it's like just the tiniest bit too simple because she's just wearing a gold.
It's just a cat suit.
Yeah, it's just a catsuit.
It's just a cat suit. Like,
which is cute. It's a really cute catsuit, but
I'm not mad at it. It is a very well tailored, and it looks very expensive.
yeah. However, I will say it kind of feels like she had this catsuit already, and she put it on, and she just got the head, like the head and the head piece
Yeah.
made for this. Um, I think.
Hey, I'm not all that mad at it. I gotta be honest with
Yeah,
you. I'm not all that upset about that.
yeah. I'm also not upset about that, but I think like since she was in the top three, I feel like this kind of would have made me not put her in the top three and put Jenary on top of her. So
Yeah.
like I still like this look. This look is still good, and I still like that she made a reference to having immigrants coming to our country because
Yeah.
I will always be supportive of people coming to my country.
Definitely.
So I like that, but I think it's like just the tiniest bit like simple.
I would even go as far to say that I think it's a little basic.
Yeah.
But basic in a very polished way, which I can't be all that upset about.
Mhm.
This is one of the first things we're being presented with by Leexa, and I can't be all that upset at it. I think it's simple. I like the reference a lot, and I agree with you completely. I love that she took more of an aspect of world influence on Mexican culture as opposed to specifically something that is very inherently Mexican in nature. I like that that stood out a little bit for me. The headpiece is cute. The wig is cute. Like, I'm gonna give it an 80 because I honestly like it is a very polished, very well put together basic look.
Yeah. I I do agree with you, but I will not rank it that high. I
Yeah,
will rank it a 70.
that's fair. That's fair for sure. And then we have the look that she made, which I think is adorable.
This one I really, really, really enjoy. I think this is her best look. Maybe, well, one of her best looks. Um, she looks really, really, really pretty. I like this pattern that she has going on. I like this little like things that she put like on her waist so that it kind of like flares out a little bit. I love that she used like the pieces of fabric on her eye that goes all the way to her hair. I thought that was really cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think overall, I think the ensemble is really well done. I love the book. I think that brings it into that camp that I'm really excited to see from Lexa. I think she's going to give me pretty but stupid, and again, I mean that in the most positive way possible.
I
I
love this
really
wig as well.
think oh my god, the wig is so this is more Dita Von Teese
Yeah,
than Maria Bonita.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, uh, I love the off the shoulder, the way that's draped. The glove is such a simple detail that I think just adds so much elegance to this. The dress itself is not the most extravagant, but I do love the waist detailing that we've got. Adding the black stocking on as well, I think just brings it to that era and really seals it in. I think it's a very, very good look.
In fact, I would also
Yeah.
say that this would fit better in the promo as well.
100%. This is so much because I didn't love Lexa's promo. I understand that apparently in Mexico, a lot of people loved her promo.
I actually really like that.
I think it was one of the better promos, and I still didn't particularly like. I'm not obsessed with the promo, but I love this. I'm gonna give her an 87
I'm gonna give her a 90.
per. Now it is so shady that they had Lexa in her bodysuit and then followed it immediately by Miss Elektra Vandergeld in a better catsuit.
Yeah, like just everything about it is just great. I love the headpiece. Like I love
Yeah,
when people just go full either Aztec or Mayan or like take these little
right.
pieces of pre-Hispanic culture
Yeah.
and use it in like their drag. And so I'm a really big fan of the headpiece. I think the
That's why we
grapes,
loved Matraca last season, honestly,
yeah,
because yeah.
she's incredible. But I think the bodysuit really makes her body look incredible. I think the lines of it really make her look voluptuous and makes her like she has really nice hips with like this very nice shape. I think the grapes draping off her body are great. I know that they said that they wish they were stoned and like whatever. I didn't need that. I immediately got it. What what was going on?
I
Like
was like, not everything needs a stone on it. Jesus Christ.
yeah, but
Like,
this didn't.
I'm not going to sit there. If I'm a queen on Drag Race getting ready for Drag Race, I am not going to sit there and stone some fake grapes.
Fully.
Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
She still won. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But
She looks
yeah,
fucking great.
I completely agree with everything you said. I think the way that this bodysuit is stoned and the lines that are created throughout all of this is just there's so much visual interest here, and my eye is able to land very well at a lot of different places here. I love that we have the vines on the shoulder draping off the back and then also on the ankle cuff. I think that's a really like smart way to go about it. The makeup is so good, the crown is so good, all of it's a 90. It's really really well put together.
I will even say like the 95
Per per
per.
And then this Gautier, almost honest to God, I would say Gautier replica. Like that's the level of polish that we're getting from this look.
This looks like it went like it came out of like an actual runway, like a fashion
She
show.
looks like she walked right off of a Gautier runway and walked straight onto the runway of Drag Race Mexico. Like
Fully.
that is what it is.
It looks like she doesn't belong because she is like so otherworldly beautiful that like
And the way that the top is tattered in this really like elegant, classy way. All of the detailing here, even the red thigh high. That red thigh high really brings it into drag for me. With the white sock over the red thigh high is just, it is those details that I am just absolutely obsessed with. I am so excited for Elektra. There's a reason that the first two people that drafted this season drafted her, because I can tell she is going to be a powerhouse right out the gate.
absolutely. She like everything about it is just perfect. She's so sexy, and yet she's not showing that much skin if you think about it.
Yeah.
Like that's incredible. The fact that you are able to be so sexy and so beautiful and not show that much skin, I think really shows like how well this is made and how
Yeah.
well she like presented this. Because the way she presented it, I think also really helped her out.
Yeah.
Because she was just so she is a model. She's an
Yeah.
incredible model. So I love everything about this. This I'm not shocked that this is
No.
incredible.
It's a full. My cup is full.
My cup is full.
Like the fact that she made that in the workroom this is one of the best design challenge looks we've ever seen.
She did this in the same amount of time that Suculenta made whatever the fuck
Okay,
this
we're
was.
not too Suculenta yet. Let her breathe for a moment before we drag her for filth, okay?
I
Let's
can't. I'm
talk about
sorry.
Eva Blunt first.
Okay. Love this reference.
I
I think this is so
love
cute. This
it.
is so cute. The conchas are just like iconic and
I
doing
love
the little bag even that's so cute.
the bag is my favorite part of this look.
It's so good.
It's so stupid in the best way. I think Eva is going to give me a lot of what I think Lexa is going to give me. She's a pretty girl, but she's also stupid.
Oh yeah.
And I I love that we are seeing. We saw three very different sides of Eva Blunt in this episode, but all of them still feel very signature to her. The concha detailing on this headpiece and the bodysuit is so good. At the end of the day, it is a bag dress reveal into a bodysuit, a glove, and a thigh high. But this is how you do it at such a masterful level to where I don't care that it's just a bodysuit.
Yeah. Yeah, I also really appreciate the concha breasts. I think
It's so good. And then also having she have a
an
it was like a
actual
concha purse.
yeah.
Because she like
I don't
bit
know if
down.
it
Oh
was
my
a
god.
I don't know if it's a purse or like a plushie thing, but she
Oh, did
was.
she just like take it off of her boob? I don't
I
remember.
don't think so. I think she was carrying it
Okay.
around. I don't know. I'm
I
not too
I don't
sure.
remember.
Maybe she did.
Regardless, I'm gonna give her a 90
I'm gonna give her an 87.
per. And then the look that she made with our fuck ass bob.
My biggest problem is the fuck ass bob.
I needed it to be honestly, I needed it to be a Sasha Colby ponytail. I think the fuck ass bob looks good on her, just not
Yeah.
with this ensemble.
Yeah, I also feel like it's two shades of hair.
Yeah.
Like, the bangs are brown, but
Yeah.
the rest of the bob is blonde.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't look that great, but I think she would look great with like this fuck ass bob if it was just one color.
Yeah.
I wish she had more shape in this outfit because
Where did her shape go?
I don't know.
Did she
Because
just not put in her hip pad for this? Because
me,
I don't think I actually don't think she's wearing pads. I think she's just wearing tights because I don't think she had enough fabric.
yeah, she also we saw her struggle.
We saw her struggle. So I am happy that she at least has an ensemble on her body.
Yeah.
I think she sold the fuck out of this on the runway.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I think that's really what helped her out, like making this like a super dominatrix kind of vibe. Like I think it really helped her out. However, I still want to say I don't like that like you can see the corset in this little part because like it's not like the corset's not really doing anything. It's not really bringing in some shape. So I would have much rather if she would have taken it off and you just showed like your bare.
She's
stomach.
got the body for that too.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think honestly, I think she wanted to corset to at least try to give the illusion of a little bit of shape because you're not getting the hip pad, which would have provided that otherwise. And I understand, given the size of her hip pad, I understand the choice not to pad and the choice to corset instead. Honestly, though, we've seen her on Instagram. She has the body to where I think she could have pulled it off. I just think if you're gonna do the black corset, I just want a little bit more black detailing on the overall ensemble to make it look intentional.
Yeah.
Like give me a black glove, give me like a black choker.
A black cocktail glove.
Is it a black cocktail glove?
I think so.
Oh, then I kind of like it more, I think.
I don't know. I still don't think that's
I think also if the shoe was black and there was like a black choker or like a black necklace or something, I think that at least would have made it look more intentional than what it was.
If the fucking spot was black, I think it would have also.
If it was solid black, yes. Almost like Edna Mod.
Fully.
Fuck ass Bob, absolutely. I think that would have been perfect. But you know, overall, it is an ensemble that looks good, and I got her story. So I'm gonna give Eva a 75.
I will give it a 70.
Per. Okay. Unique. We got two more. And first is Unique. I love this Matador look.
I love this cape specifically.
This is one of my favorite looks of the night.
Yeah. I really, really like this. I love the detailing, like the gold detailing that she has all over. Really, really looks like a super high femme matador, which I really, really love. I love the basically that the cape gives her these very sharp, beautiful shoulders, and the way that it drapes around her, it's just really good. I do wish the horns were like a little sharper, but that's like my smallest critique because, as I've said, we kind of saw Theresa May do like a wig like this, and she had sharper horns. So I wish she also had sharper horns. But other than that, I really like this look.
Yeah, I think this is one of my favorite looks of the night. I think it brings in so many other aspects that I think have been done very well on Drag Race prior of both Matador and Bull looks. Because I think immediately to Choriza's entrance, but I also think immediately to Something Wong on the premiere of UK season 1 with the big bull ring. I think this is top 5 look of the night for me for sure. Like I just think all of the detailing on the pants and the corset here are so good. The sleeves hit in the perfect way. This pink and gold cape is just doing so many things for me. And then to see those colors reflected in the detailing in the garment itself, I think is great. The pants fit so perfectly. The horns are part of the wig. And I'm just like, this is so, so, so good for me. It's a 95. Like, it is just so
It is really
good.
I'll give it a 93.
And I'm happy that we got some high scores for Unique right now because she's not going to be getting anything close to that score for her second ensemble.
Chewed up bubblegum. Chewed up bubblegum.
Yes. Now, here's what I'm going to say that I do like about this look. There is an intention to the way that this was constructed. And I really love the double asymmetry that she's able to have here with the shoulder and the high-low of the skirt happening on the same side. It creates a very nice visual effect for this otherwise really, really gross and disgusting dress that she made. That is really the only forgivable thing about this garment. I gotta be honest.
I like the shade of pink that she's wearing. I don't understand what these things that she put on the dress are. It kind of feels like when Tina West put like those circles on her outfit.
Or it's giving. This is the second juice box reference I'm going to make on this set of episodes, but juice box on the one design challenge that she did,
it's even
where it was like and even like the broken CD parts all over it. I think it's sequined fabric that she just cut up and made shapes out of.
I wish you hadn't done that.
I wish if she's gonna do that, I wish it was like polka dot situation, or it was geometric, not to be confused with the drag queen, because this just feels random, but not in a good way. I don't know, girl. I like the shoe. I like the mug.
As I said, I like the shade of pink that she chose.
The shades of pink are very cute. It's cohesive. I can't say it's not cohesive because it sure is cohesive.
Yeah. It's not the worst look of the night.
It is not the worst made look of the night. We're about to get there. You know what? I'm gonna give Unique a 40.
Okay. I think I'll be a little nicer and I'll give it a 50.
Okay.
Maybe because I know what's coming.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the first look for Suculenta. For me, giving very matraca in the shoulders and the arms.
I understood the reference immediately. I knew what she was going for.
I did too, actually, which I was kind of surprised by.
I really like the reference that she's doing. I'm not a big fan of these like circles that she has put on her breasts and then her shoulders. It feels kind of odd. I much would have preferred if it was either just on the breast or just on like.
It's supposed to be speakers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I honestly kind of wish it was just on the arm.
Yeah. That's why I said like either just put it on the arms or just put like I know that like, she would have probably just put it in the breast, but I like this style of like I get what she was going for, and I think it's a lot though. I think it's a lot, and it's a bit messy.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something I really like about this. I like that we got to see a bit more human side of Suculenta because her drag character is very alien-esque, monster-esque, for lack of a better like description for it, which I love. She's very high concept, and I appreciate seeing that high concept also bleeds into more human looks. Like, this is the softest we saw her on this episode, and I really enjoyed seeing that from her. I think the ensemble overall works for me. I do agree. I wish that the speaker details, I wish the whole sleeve was a speaker as opposed to just like the speaker kind of panels on there. But I really like the corset. I really love the skirt in the back. I love the hand painted detail on there. I think that's it's very Mexican, and I know that to be very Mexican, and I love that.
Yeah, it gives me Feria de Puebla.
Yeah. I also really love these baggy chaps.
I do.
There's something about the proportion of the baggy chap that I'm really enjoying. And I love the fishnet detailing as well. I think the fishnet adds a really nice touch to it also. Yeah, overall, I'm going to give Suculenta for this an 80.
I'm going to give it like a 69.
Nice. Well, unfortunately, we have to end on a very, very, very low note with what might be, honest to God,
the worst
Jiggly, you're safe.
This is the worst.
Baked Potato Couture is a little bit better than this.
This is, I think, one of the worst looks that have ever walked on Drag Race history.
What the fuck was she trying? She didn't even explain the look in her confessional. I was like, what is she trying to go for here?
I need to hide. I don't want to look at it. I don't understand what's going on. Like, nothing makes sense. The way she presented it, the hair, the makeup, the prosthetic, the fucking whatever she has on. Like, why is there tiger stripes? Why is she wearing pink? What is going on here?
Okay, here's what I'm gonna. So I pled in the episode recap. I did plead this look. I stand by that. I'm gonna fix the look. Okay. I'm gonna fix the look.
Let's see if you can do that, because I don't think that's possible.
I'm gonna fix it. Get rid of the prosthetic. Get rid of the character makeup. Get rid of the wig. I want a black beehive. Mm-hmm. Get rid of the entire garment underneath. And then there is something about the coat that I think is workable. I think it is the most workable part of the ensemble.
That will agree.
I think all you need to do is take the coat, belt it, and make a bodysuit underneath. Just a simple white bodysuit, or not even green or pink or blue or whatever's happening here. A white bodysuit, and then have a cute little belt and this belted, big shoulder, dramatic kind of like pieces put together coat. because I actually think the coat, like I said, I think the coat is really workable.
Mhm.
And I like the kind of patchwork put togetherness of it. But it does not make sense with the hair, the prosthetic, the makeup, the ascot, the top, the skirt, or the boot. And then to tie in the black beehive, I would maybe, you know what, black belt, black stiletto, fishnet. There we go. I solved the look.
So you basically said, get rid of the look, keep
Keep the coat.
the coat. That's it.
Yeah, that's about it, honestly. Keep the coat and get rid of everything else.
Yeah, this is really bad. This is really bad.
Could you imagine if she had to lip sync in this?
She
I
would've gone
honestly
home.
think they did. I think they did Gloria Trevi a favor by not having Suculenta lip sync
Maybe
in this
that's what they
episode.
wanted. Maybe they
Maybe
were like,
no. I
"We
still
need to
think
have
they.
a
I
lip
still
sync."
think they want either Nina or Garconne to send her home. That's what I think is going to
That's also
happen.
very
But
possible.
yeah, no, it's really a no from me, dog. I'm sorry.
I don't want to be so mean to rank it because I would rank it so low.
Just join me in the plead.
Yeah, I have to plead.
Thank
I have
you.
to
I'm
plead.
getting it off our screen. I don't want to see it
Please.
anymore.
Why was it?
I don't want to think about that look until I have to watch the episode next week where I have to physically see her in the look again. And then I never want to think about that look again.
That's gonna be my sleep paralysis demon.
That's going to be Golden Boot of the Year.
Um,
Like, I'm already calling it. That is going to
Yeah.
be our Golden Boot of the Year.
fully. Like, yeah.
Congratulations, Suculenta, for already. It is June, and you have won the Golden Boot at the Cup Awards for 2024. I really don't think anything else is going to be worse. So, with that being said, we're going to get out of here because we just spent 3.5 hours talking about this episode of Drag Race. So, let us know all your thoughts about the runways down in the description below. If you made it through this whole episode, thank you very, very much. Let us know all your thoughts down in the comment section below. We want to know all your thoughts. If we didn't get references 100% correct, please correct us in a positive manner. We want to learn more about, especially those of us that don't live in Mexico, we want to learn more about Mexican culture, and a great way to do that is through Drag Race. So be kind to one another. It is Pride Month, so go celebrate Pride. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share on the way out. Check out the description below for all of our other YouTube channels, where you can find our audio podcasts as well as our Patreon, where we are giving exclusive early access to all of the Look Over Heres for the Drag Race franchises we are currently covering. Make sure to check out where you can find us on social media at The Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow me and Eduardo down below as well, and you can get your merch, including but not limited to cup mug, down there as well. We're going to get out of here because it is very, very late. Cheers. Bye.
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 Bye-bye.